Hey you guys, happy Thanksgiving Eve. I am getting off work early so I can go finish my last minute shopping for Thanksgiving dinner. And yeah, it's gonna be a long night, but I'm gonna get it done. Grab me a bottle of wine or two, and I'm just gonna enjoy myself. Listen to some nice music, all that stuff. So come along with me as I go shopping. Hey everybody, so I am home from the market and I am about to start prepping the rest of my ingredients so I can start, cooking my Thanksgiving dinner. I'm gonna try to do one dish at a time so that I can record my process for you guys. Now, it's just me, my mom, and my guy friend. So I get to take my time a little bit, but if I had a lot more people coming over, whatever, then I probably wouldn't be recording as much because I'd be trying to hurry up and get it done. But I am about to clean my celery and I'm about to clean my bell peppers and cut them up. I decided to buy some pre-cut onions already so I don't have to worry about that. Try to cut down on just a little bit of time. And yeah, so that's what we're about to do. And because I'm going to start working on the cornbread for the dressing or what have you. Okay, so these look like they was about to get ready to go bad. So good thing that Thanksgiving came around so that I can actually use them. But I'm going to cut the ends off of these. And just going ahead and just cut them on. And then I'm cut them even more because I want them to be smaller pieces. I don't want them to be too much of a chunk. But I don't think it really matter because I'm going to saute these with the onions and the bell peppers anyway. So we shall see. I got my oven preset for 350. And once I put the cornbread in, I will turn it up to like 400 or something like that. So this is a tedious process. I'm not going to keep y'all on here. I'll see y'all when I come back. Okay, you guys, so I am cutting up my bell peppers. Got to get these off cut up and everything, y'all. I am not a pro at cutting. I just cut the way if it feels good the way I'm cutting, I'm going to cut it that way as long as I get the job done. That's my motto. So I am cutting up one full bell pepper and gonna put that to the side until I get ready to saute the vegetables. Okay, so right now I am putting in some butter and a little bit of olive oil so that I can get ready to saute my onions, bell peppers, and celery. Okay, so I'm gonna let this saute for about 5 or 10 minutes, or until the celery is the softest as it can be on low simmer. Got to make sure that everything is edible, not too hard. Okay, so now they are done sauteing. I'm about to put them in this bowl, and then I'm about to put them in the refrigerator and till they cool down, and then so I'm ready to put them inside of my cornbread mix. Okay, so now I'm about to get ready to prepare my cornbread, and I'm using as you can see on the bag, the Pearl Milling Company, the buttermilk cornmeal mix. It already has the salt and the baking powder, soda, whatever added into it. So I didn't have to worry about adding any additional seasonings of that sort. But I also decided to put in 1 box of Jiffy vegetarian Jiffy mix because that mix is a little bit sweeter to me. So I thought it would be, a good thing to mix them both together. Although I'm still going to add sugar as you've seen. So I'm just incorporating both of those together and just, working it with my hands. This you must work with your hands. Dealing with dressing, you need to get your hands on up in there. Make sure your hands is clean though. So I am putting in poultry seasoning and sage and pepper. I want to season my cornbread. So it is less of a seasoning process when I actually start putting in the other ingredients and everything like that. You want everything about your dressing to be flavorful. So yes, season your mix. Although it is a buttermilk cornmeal mix, I am still going to add some actual buttermilk in it because why not? I need some type of liquid to help get this broken down into a smooth consistency. So I'm probably going to use almost half of this small bottle. I'm adding 2 eggs, and yeah, I'm just going to start mixing. Okay, so you guys know what I like to do. I like to put my butter in my dish and then put my dish inside the oven so that the butter can melt and it can be nice and hot. So when I put my cornmeal mix in, it's going to be buttery and flavorful throughout. It's the best way to do it, you guys. Put it in the oven, let your butter melt. It's a real big difference. Okay, you guys, so I am taking a little break. I have my cornbread in the oven. I sauteed the vegetables for it. Um, I have my turkey parts in my pot cooking right now, and probably about an hour or two, I'm going to go ahead and start putting my greens in the pot. And then I'm going to work on the mac and cheese. Now, my plan is to get the stuff, get as much stuff done today as possible, and then tomorrow probably do like the yams, because the yams is not going to take that long. Deviled eggs is not going to take that long. um I think that's it, because I just want to put stuff in the microwave or put it in the oven, warm it up, just in case I have a lot of people that come over. I have my stuff warmed up or what have you. So yeah, my plan is just to get as much done tonight. That way I can just get up, do the last bit in the morning, and probably by 3 o'clock I should be completely done. That's the goal. So in the meantime, I'm going to take a break and I'm going to sip on some wine, and I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, so this is what the cornbread is looking like. Everything is evenly brown. That white stuff you guys see is the butter residue or what have you around the edges and everything like that. But I'm going to leave this in the oven. I cut the oven off and I'm just going to leave it in the oven because this needs to cool down before I can actually start putting everything together to get it back in the oven. So the next time you see this pan, I will be ready to crumble this up and start putting everything together. Okay, you guys, so I am preparing my greens now. I cleaned off my smoked turkey next. I'm using chicken broth. I can't do water no more. Um, I used almost the whole jug. I've added some green seasoning, some black pepper, 2 chicken bouillons, and some onions. So I'm going to let the meat cook for about an hour or two, and then I'm start putting my greens in. And as you can see, I'm putting in my greens. These are the greens that I had cut up like last week and put them back in the freezer, so they are already cleaned and everything. Just needed them to unthaw, and they just look so vibrant, you guys. I love it. They look so cleaned and everything. I cannot wait to get into these greens with some hot sauce on them or whatever. So yeah. Okay, you guys, so I am back. I am about to start making my roux for my macaroni and cheese. I actually have the noodles boiled. I'm not doing the elbows this time. I'm doing the shells, the little small shells. And I'm going to show you guys what type of cheeses I'm going to make use with them. See, y'all, I've been drinking a little bit of wine. I was about to So if my words and stuff is not, just know that your girl is feeling good and I am in the zone. I'm in a vibe. I'm listening to the Chris Brown new album, which is a vibe, by the way. But anywho, let me show you guys what type of cheeses I'm going to be using. And yeah, we're going to get started with this mac and cheese. Okay, so I have the mac and cheese blend. I thought it was nice to get these little cheese sticks to help make it a little bit easier to, you know what I'm saying, maneuver or whatever. So it's the smoked house cheddar, then I have the sharp cheddar, and then I have the cheddar mozzarella, and then I have the Kobe cheese, then I have the slices, the Munster cheese, and then I have the Gouda slices or whatever. So these are the cheeses that I'm going to be using. I have the butter in my pot. I'm just, let me turn this up a little bit. Have this melt, and then I'm going to put some flour in it, and then I'm going to put my heavy whipping cream in it, and then I'm going to put a little bit of evaporated milk in it, and yeah, that's gonna be my roux and everything like that. After I make this macaroni and cheese, this is gonna be it for tonight. And then tomorrow, I'm going to make the yams. And I'm going to make the double eggs. I'm going to continue to prep my dressing and do my turkey meatballs and gravy. So yeah, because your girl is tired. I am tired. So tired. My legs are swollen. So I'm like ready to go to bed now. So I got my main things done for tonight. And then tomorrow I'm going to get back up in the morning and get back to it. So stay tuned. Okay, so this is my rule. Make sure that you season your sauce now. You got to make sure that everything is flavorful. So I'm going to use this whole thing of heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to put in my cheese blocks. Let those melt down to a nice cheesy consistency. Again, season your sauce and taste it if you need to, because sometimes it could be too salty. So I added my shells, and although it still look like it's a little bit thick or whatever, it's really not. It's just that the mozzarella cheese that that was put in there with the Gouda and the Munster cheese, it kind of makes it look a little thick, but it's not. It's not. So what I'm doing here is I'm adding my first layer of shells to the pan, the buttered pan. I buttered everything, top, sides, bottom, all that. So make sure your pan is very well buttered. So this is my first layer of mac and cheese, and then I'm going to put some shredded cheese on top of this. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I also added some sour cream inside of my roux mix as well. But I am putting in the mac and cheese shredded blend on top of this. Give it a nice coat. Got to make sure all your corners and stuff is cheesed up. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the remainder of my noodles on top of this so it can be a 2-layer mac and cheese. Also, I usually use eggs in my mac and cheese, but I decided to try it without the eggs. And it really is no difference, you guys. I know it's been a big debate. It's always a debate about this. And it's just like, you cook how you want to cook, okay? Whatever best works for you. But if you choose not to use any eggs, the type of cheese you use can help bind your noodles together. So if you got mozzarella cheese, that mozzarella cheese is going to bind very, very well because it's very, stringy and everything like that. So it's your preference. Cook how you feel, okay? Okay, this is what it's looking like before the oven. Once I take it out the oven, because I did not cook it all the way, it doesn't have the crust on top. So I put this in the refrigerator until the next day, and I'm gonna take it out, and then I'm gonna finish cooking it so it can brown on top. Okay, you guys, happy Thanksgiving. I am up and at it. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. I put my cornmeal inside of the refrigerator. That's why it's kind of hard for me to go ahead and use my fingers to crumble it up. That's why I'm using a spoon. But your girl got it done, and I'm crumbling them up, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this dressing together. So y'all go ahead and watch your girl and see how she do it. Okay, so I'm putting in my sauteed vegetables. Now that everything is cooled down, I'm gonna mix that up real good. And I'm gonna add even more sage and even more poultry seasoning and even more pepper, whatever. And yeah, you gotta make sure that your food is seasoned very well throughout each process. And make sure that you taste test before you go. Yes, I know it's cornbread, dry and everything, but you still gotta taste it. You still gotta taste it. So I'm putting in my sage and my poultry, and then I'm going to mix that in together with my hands. Go ahead and get down and dirty with the dressing. Put some gloves on if you have to. If you ain't got no gloves, wash your hands and get down dirty with the dressing, okay? Make sure everything is incorporated with each other, okay? So this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting in my chicken broth. I also added some cream of celery and some cream of chicken Campbell's soup, you guys. So make sure you don't forget to add that. When you are adding in your liquids such as chicken broth, you want to add a little bit at a time because you want to see exactly what type of consistency that you want. But if you want the best dressing, you want to make sure that it is very moisturized with chicken broth. It needs to be very wet so that you can put it in the oven for about 35 to 45 minutes. That way it will still have some type of moisture in it, okay? Now this is what it looks like after it's been in the oven for 45 minutes. Okay, you guys, so I am about to prep for my turkey meatballs and gravy. I am cheating this time around. I'm getting the Myers brand. If you never had the turkey meatballs of the Myers brand, you are missing out. This is some of the best turkey meatballs I've had in a long time. I always get these when I go to Meijer to go food shopping. So definitely go ahead and grab those for you guys who like turkey. So because it's only going to be a small amount of us, I'm only going to make a small amount, and I'm going to be adding cream of mushroom Campbell's soup. Yes, I am. This is going to be the gravy part, and then I'm going to add beef broth. It's going to help in making the gravy so that it could be in the oven and it can cook for about 45 minutes to an hour in the oven. And y'all, when I tell y'all, it is so good. I added some pepper and I added some oregano leaves. That's all I added, nothing else. You could add extra if you want to, but this is pretty much it. It's not overpowering with no salt or anything like that. So you flavor it how you want to flavor it, but this is how I do mine. So yeah. Now after 45 minutes to an hour, this is what it's looking like. The gravy is nice and semi-thick like I like it. Okay, you guys, this is the final product of everything that I cook. I apologize, I didn't get the yams and the deviled eggs on camera. Hey you guys, happy Thanksgiving. I am on my way to my brother's house to chill with the family for a minute and come back home. I ate, everything was good, as you can see from my plate that I just posted. And yeah, today's gonna be a wonderful day. My hair looking all kind of crazy, but I don't care. It's getting taken down come next week for my birthday. So I'll see y'all in a bit. Shouldn't we be banning incense or something? Hey everybody, I am back. Y'all, it's been a long night. I just want to get on here and close out the video. Again, happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody enjoyed their family. I hope everybody enjoyed the meals. Um, I got to see my mom. I also got to see my nephew who is in the military who came home for Thanksgiving. Went to by to see him and my niece and their mother and everything. So I seen family that I haven't seen in a long time, minus my mom. So I was very happy about that. Very thankful. I hope you guys enjoyed the cook with me, tutorial for Thanksgiving dinner. If you want to know what I put in each dish. I will put all the ingredients in the description. I'm not going to give you measurements. I'm just going to tell you what it is that I use, and you come up with your own measurements, okay? With that being said, I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.